Happy Equinox. Welcome back to the Elemental I Ching. So over these last few days, the elemental weather has moved from this cycle of water, of the devotional waters, the dynamic motion of this water, into the gentle wood, the gentle wind. And this is a beautiful element that looks at the soft yet penetrating influence of life, and responding to life in that dance that we learned from the dynamic waters, but in this ever-growing sprout of who we are that takes time. And the profound power of the wind that can weather even the strongest rocks, but over eons of time. And that zephyr, that light wind of intuition that whispers its secrets into us when we have the softness and the subtlety to receive it. And the diligence of intention, holding that intention to grow from the sprout to the massive tree over time. Holding on, not with a tight grip, but gently, lovingly, persistently growing. So we'll see over these next 8 keys how that influence of the gentle wind, the gentle wood, influences the other elements. And today we begin at this equinox cusp with GK46, Hexagram 46. In the I Ching it's called pushing upward. That gentle wood beneath the fertile earth that's pushing up, new sprouts beginning. And in the Jinkis it moves from the shadow of seriousness to the gift of delight, to the city, the enlightened essence of ecstasy. So in this game of the Bagua dance, we're looking at the gentle wind and its influence of unease and clarity, and in this case, the receptive earth is in that top trigram, receiving the nourishment from our experiences in order to embody this gentle persistence. Right? And so in the shadow of seriousness, we see ourselves dislocated because of the sense of unease. And this is a powerful space, and I really resonate with this idea that in the highest essence, our body is space, and the mind is time. And we get lost a lot in time. A lot of energy gets put into time. And if we're thinking about the past, or we're thinking about the future, worry reigns in those areas. That it's different than the subtlety of responding in the present moment. We worry about the future. We worry about how we're going to fix this situation. We're worried about how this person is going to respond when we share where we're at. We're worried about anything, about the mystery, because we don't know. And that's unease, right? It's in our body. There is the unknown coming, and that is sometimes uncomfortable. In fact, if we're listening, it's probably always uncomfortable because we're on the edge of something new. Something new is being born, is pushing upward. But if we're dislocating our sense of presence into that future or into that past trauma, then we can get very serious and constricted. And we stop having fun. Not that everything is going to be happy or fun in the way we usually talk about that word fun. I mean, there's very serious things going on in our world or in our life, and bills need to get paid, and global warming is happening, and climate change is occurring, like there are wars on the precipice. It's not about forgetting and being apathetic and naive and frivolous to those things. But can we orient the gift of delight, of being light with life, of filling yourself with light and your experience with the light of present moment awareness? Can we orient ourselves to intuition? Can we orient that everything is whispering us for that next step to grow? And harness the power of intention. The seed doesn't become the tree in a day. It's harnessing its intention day after day after day to grow, to push upward through that deep, fertile earth. Right? This gentle wood is growing up and receiving nourishment every day to live with that lightness, that love, that appreciation, that gratitude, to every experience, being able to nourish and nurture that growing energy. And that's what brings success. You know, and delight, it's not concerned with that failure or success. It's being present. It's completely lives in the present moment. So be mindful. I mean, I've been really tracking, like when I get locked into the future, I start to worry, I start to spin all this energy, and it frustrates me because I can't control what is coming. Or in the past, it's good to learn our lessons from the past and to prepare the garden bed for the future. It's not about just being, oh, just relax and just let life take me, whatever. You know, that there's a lucidity to this type of surrender, a relaxing of life, so we can respond truly in this present moment. And we can respond with light, with love, with acceptance, with delight, with play, with invention that comes from playful reality. To solve all of the world's problems, it needs to come from a sense of invention, of playfulness, of creativity, of present moment response. Instead of taking all the trauma and responding with anger and seriousness, we have to learn from the trauma, learn from what happened, and then respond in this moment to receive, right, this yin receptive earth, to receive the environment around us and be that gentle wind, that persistent yet soft, subtle truth of our being, of our nature, to speak our truth, to harness our intention. But it's gentle, it bends like bamboo, it responds to life. And then ecstasy is what is in this present moment. I was introducing myself to the Pearl. We're about to go into a virtual retreat, a communal experiment of diving into the Pearl sequence, and I was drinking in Richard's words about, if you're alive right now, you are already prospering. This gratitude of the present moment. And he had this beautiful description of the city is not this thing we're attaining. It's not the Shadow Gift City ladder ascension to something better that's in the future. The city lives in the ever unfolding of the present moment. It's hidden right here in this space. Ecstasy is like that. It's these twisting vines of the most softest whispers of spirit moving through our essence. You know, it's our senses coming alive again, to pause, to breathe in this wind as it blows around me, as it caresses my skin. The soft and beautiful spirals of life. That's ecstasy being born in this present moment. The unified clarity. Ecstasy is a unifying clarity. It's a lucidity to see reality as it is, beautiful, whole, beautiful, and love, filled infinitely with playful, devotional, ecstatic love. To receive the challenges of life as an opportunity to grow into that ecstasy. You know, to not give up all of our power to the future of what we're trying to do, or giving up all our power to the past of trying to fix something that has already happened. This is not about bypass. This is about living completely alive right here. Our opportunity to live a good life right here. To play with our children and ourselves and each other, to remember that divine quality of innocence, pushing upward through the depths of the earth of where we came from to become the fruit of who we already are. And we have to be careful with these ideas because they can get provoking of where, you know, but there's a lot of intolerance and there's a lot of inequality in our life, and those are true statements. We can approach those very real issues with light, delight, with truth. You know, not to get locked in that constriction of seriousness and dislocate ourselves because we feel unease about the change that is occurring constantly. All of life is constantly birthing itself. Or we can orient ourselves to the intuition, the whispering winds. What is life bringing me right now? And listen to the softest cues, the playful chirp of the bird, the softest moments that bring us back to this present moment experience. Where are we trying to go? Where are we trying to get to? Beautiful to have dreams, beautiful to have visions and projects that we stand for, and change in our culture and our economy and our government and our education and our environment, for sure. But let's not lose ourselves. I choose not to lose myself in the constriction and the dislocation of feeling unease about reality. As a human being, I'm terrified at moments. I'm terrified of war, I'm terrified of the fires, I'm terrified of the hurricanes. But here we're moving from this water of devotion into the gentle wind. So I invite myself to listen to the soft circuit and not fall into the addictive cycles, to really receive the nourishment from each experience and act as that gentle bending bamboo, to let the rains come and soothe parts of my soul that are burning too hot. And prayers out to, like, Maria right now is the hurricane that's now moving in, and let's honor our intention to learn from the gentle experiences as much as the roaring rapids of the water. Let's learn from those gentle spirals of our intention and our intuition. Let's learn together again to be a family, because at some point in many of our lives, maybe everyone, there was a moment of constriction in our childhood where we didn't feel safe. The body does need to feel safe. It helps it open, it helps it relax. And as parents, can we and friends and allies for each other, can we continue to inspire a sense of safety where play, exploratory energies are allowed to blossom, because that's where we're going to discover the solutions for the future. And you see the paradox here. It is by deeply relaxing that I open myself for the possible future that I do want to inhabit, that does have real, lasting, sustainable change for our economy, for our communities, for our environment. I love this world. I love this world. I love people. I would like to live in a world where we can honor that of each other, where we can honor our differences and not be killing one another. But I hold these visions of what I think is supposed to happen lightly, and I listen to the intuition, because there's something guiding. For me, I believe in a symphony of spirit, of life, that is guiding me step by step. So on this journey, we move from A to Z, from Alpha to Omega, from birth to death. We all are bookended by this great, ridiculous illusion called life and death. So what matters, right? The ring of matter. Bring this into the body. Bring this into everyday. Find the happiness that exists on a cellular level right here. Because if we're going to be on this journey, we can enjoy it. I choose that. I choose to stand for the values that I believe our world and myself and my community can become. And I deserve to let myself feel that we're already free. Can I hold these two paradoxes? Can I invite that level of ecstasy to live in the in-between spaces of my everyday? Holding my intention for great, beautiful life and nourishing that every day with appreciation, with gratitude, with delight, with play. So, merry Equinox. May this change of the seasons bring you great new insights, completing contracts from before and beginning new chapters, to harvest these great initiations we've been going through, to harvest the fruits and the gems, to begin this incredible opportunity to wrap ourselves in nature, every day outside in this nature and in our inner nature and in the nature of humanity together. So thank you. I end with a joke in honor of delight. Siri from the iPhone actually told me this joke today. The past, present, and future walk into a bar. It was tense. Blessings.